To Cryptoforte channel, and today's video we'll be talking more about Degen and a brief analysis and overview of what has been going on in the crypto market in the recent time. Um, Moving from how so many chains has been coming up, the light of Tron ecosystem. We've seen how Justin Tron had a little bit flow of money flowing into the Tron ecosystem. We've seen so many things happening, the BSC ecosystem, and some other ecosystems, even including Matic, which is what some people call Polygon. So my name is Michael Jerry, and if you're just coming across this channel, we'll encourage you to check out the first, the previous videos on Degen, which covered we covered introduction to Degen, overview of Degen. So you can check out this video on the YouTube channel, Cryptoforte, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. You can just check the video. You can just click on subscribe. We have about 193 subscribers at the time of making this video. And I want to see us get to 500 subscribers as soon as possible. Yeah. So in today's video, if you watched the previous videos, you've seen me so many times talk about Degen, and how I've always mentioned of the new Memefi platforms, right? Whereby they serves as launchpads. What we used to have discussed in the past, the platforms, the likes of platforms like CDFI, other platforms like CoinList, so many other amazing platforms that used to exist whereby when projects are going to launch, they launch on these platforms. And RE happens then is they call them launch pads. Basically they were launch pads, and averagely we have the likes of poker starter where projects are coming to do either high do, high co, or whatever it is. And the way that was done then is like you hold token to get some allocation, and then they allow you to buy a little bit of the token at a very cheap listing price, and upon listing you see tokens go 100x, 200x, 50, 10x, and the likes of things like that. But like I explained in previous videos, if you really observe this current bull market, the money has been majorly coming in from two things. We have the ETFs, which has not been so loud in the recent time, and the big players that are out there, the private institutions or the public institution, that's the ETFs, and things like that. And then you have the meme market. So literally right now, if you remove the memes, money flowing into the market from memes, you'll probably be having something which is more catastrophic from the market right now. So as of today, let's see what the price of Bitcoin is on CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap, anyone. So these are like just a bit of knowledge. CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko, CoinStats, they are just aggregators where you can go to check out the prices of cryptocurrencies and see what's going on in real time. Yeah, let's see the Bitcoin market cap today. Today, Bitcoin is currently trading at $60,000, about almost $61,000. Ethereum is trading at $2,600, and Solana BNB is 577, and Solana is trading at 143. Right now, in the current state of the market, there seems to be nothing that is exciting, and it feels like the market has just found a bit of balance from the crash where that crash from around 70,000, whole way down to almost like around $50,000, maybe like about a week ago. The market is just literally recovering from this crazy movement that happened in the past 7 days. You see we touched 58,000. Let's see the 1 month time frame. So yeah, so we nearly touched some platforms. You probably see 49K, which is the Bitcoin low in the last 1 month. So it's the market just gradually recovering. You can see the chart right now. The market is just gradually recovering from that deep. I think we can call it that bottom or that support, and it's gradually moving back on. And but right now the state of the market is not so exciting, to be honest with you. And that's why if you're on Solana ecosystem, if you're on Tron ecosystem, whatever the ecosystem you are right now, one truth that you cannot run away from is that the market has been unexciting for this. And when things like this happen, when the markets, when there is when there is a lot of fear, because if you check the Bitcoin, fear index, you probably might see that the fear index is so high right now. For let's be sure. So the grid, can you see the grid, and it's neutral, almost neutral. Yeah, let's just say it's neutral, because there's something that there's nothing so exciting about the market right now. And in previous analysis, in previous videos, I mentioned things that could actually pump the market. One of it is the US election. And in recent time, you've seen how Kalama Harris or Kamala Harris, whatever her name is, she seems to be gaining more grants, even in the media, in the public live stream and things like that, more than Trump. And there are fears that Trump might not win the US election. But, like I've always predicted, if Trump ends up winning this election, you're going to see might be the last wave of the bull market, but it's going to be something so significant and something so big. I don't know how long it's going to last. So you definitely should look forward to the US election. But right now, it's just that point in time in the market whereby you follow your conviction, please. Where especially when you're talking about altcoins, and in previous analysis, I've mentioned that I'm not going to be buying some random altcoins because they are layer one projects, they are layer two project. Because right now, that is not what the market is telling me will pump. What the market is telling me will pump is just crazy memes, the likes of Wave, Bonk, Billy. They are in different categories. There are 100 million meme tokens, there are 1 billion meme tokens. So you can just play your portfolio between those memes, which is literally what I'm doing, and then holding major Solana tokens like things like that. I'm just looking into like memes, yield aggregators, or the local swap or whatever you call it. Maybe it's text, so something like I'm looking into utility tokens like Jupiter, but they are still meme in a way because that's where the money is flowing into right now. So I'm expecting that if there is going to be a boom, something like influx of money into the market right now, we're probably going to see the likes of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana. Those are like blockchain tokens pump, and you're going to see meme coins pump. That's just my own prediction right now, and that's what I'm following to the end of this bull market. So, but one common thing that happens when there is no belief in the market right now is even the meme market, which is the degen aspect of the market. Because if you're holding, there are cryptos that you can hold. Let me show you a pattern. Let me just show you a pattern in Solana. I'll try to explain some things to you that you need to understand in about this whole meme thing, because sometimes when you tell people there are safe ways to invest in memes, it feels like whenever you hear meme coins, or everything has to be high risk, and sometimes it's not like that. See the chart pattern. Let me go to the 7 days frame on Solana. Can you see this? This is 143, and see the chart here. Let's go to Bonk. I want to show you something. The charts. Let's go to 7 days. The chart on Bonk is very similar to that of Solana. Are you seeing the pattern? Let me show you another pattern. Can you see this chart? So you had a dip. Let's show you wave. I'm showing you patterns, from Solana down to, okay, I think, let's see. This is the 7 day chart pattern. He had its moment of dip around there, and then it's also progressing up. This is wave. All these are like major tokens on Solana ecosystems, right? Wave, Bonk, whatever you call it. Let me show you JUP also. I'm on 7 days time frame, absolutely. Can you see? They all seems to be following the same pattern and the same trend with whatever happens to Solana. And that's why I always emphasize that before you enter the market, one of the things you want to be sure about is what is the current state of the market. Is Bitcoin likely to go up or down? And one of the ways you can be so sure about Bitcoin movements is whether you're very good with fundamental analysis, things I cannot just start explaining all about in this video. You look into macroeconomics, you're checking for news about unemployment, open rates, things like that. And then another indicator might be you even looking at the stocks market, because the last crash we had, it was the stocks market crashing before eventually got to the crypto market. And that's why you have to understand some things about macroeconomics. Especially there are factors that are bigger than crypto market itself. There are factors that affect the general market, whether it's forex, whether it's crypto, whether it's commodities or anything, right? And when these things happen, if we affect stocks markets, forex and the likes, just expect that the same thing is going to affect crypto. One of the things that can happen that way is pandemic, just like we had with COVID. If you remember what happened during COVID, also we had the stocks market crashing first before we had the crypto market also being affected. So also other things that are like macroeconomics, that has to do with things that can affect the general markets is war. One of the things that happened during that crash was these issues with Israel, Lebanon, all those attacks and things like that, and everybody felt like there are just there's this panic out there that World War III can just break out any moment, and it often affects the financial markets. There are times where you just hear things like, oh, China is shutting down this and that, and you see the effect on the market. So you have to there are a couple of guys I follow on Twitter here just to get that macro news that can affect the market. You see what happened when Trump was nearly assassinated, according to the media. And you see the impact of that on the stocks market, the crypto market itself, and how everything went up. So for one thing, one pattern I try to do is when I'm doing my analysis is understand what is happening there generally in the global market, see the impact on the crypto markets, because one thing I'm after is knowing what Bitcoin may do, or what pattern the Bitcoin is most likely to follow, because that is going to affect Solana and other cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin dominance makes those things happen. If you don't know about Bitcoin dominance, you can read up more about Bitcoin dominance and something like that. So when you've established what will happen in the market, the next thing is now to choose your play. So one thing is, once I'm sure that the Solana pattern is cool or safe, there are chances. Solana just done from about $200 back to 143, and I feel there is a strong support for Solana around 120, 130. So anytime I see Solana around this region, I'm always buying, right? Because I'm so sure the market is not going to crash yet. Or there's just that we are not so sure of what will happen. We are not so sure. Anything that happens right now can make the market go down or go up. So you can either be right and you can either be wrong, not because your analysis is right or wrong, but because something that is bigger than the whole market can happen, which is something that you may not see coming, right? And that's why it's important to understand both a blend of FX, fundamental analysis, and then you understand the FA and T and something like that. I don't try to like find which one is the best. So I see this pattern on Solana, right? So if I'm believing on Solana, I'm looking for tokens that are like, you see this, the market cap of this token is 1 billion. This is still an utility and a meme coin, and then it's in the category of the major swap on Solana. This has utility, this has community. This is one of the major projects of Solana, right? If anything should happen to Solana, if there are chances Solana will pump, this will most likely pump. There are other projects like that that are within the range of 1 billion market cap, 1 million market cap, 100 million market cap, especially placed between 100 million market cap and above, the likes of Billy. Let me show you. This is in billions, right? Let me show you other categories whereby let me show you. We've checked Billy, we've checked Wave, right? We've checked Bonk. They are in the same category when we compare the market cap. So I can pick one of those two tokens and invest in, expecting that it could give me 2 or 3x because they are absolutely in billions already. So if there is influx of money into the market, there are tokens that could go to like 2, 5, 10 billion market cap, give me safe 2, 5x, right? On those investments. When I'm looking for something that gives me much more, I look for market cap that are way lower. So I look into the categories of things like Billy. You know, Billy is another category. Their market cap is like ranging between 50 million market cap. They used to be 100 million tokens, 100 million market cap. So these tokens, if the market picks up again, there are high chances that they go back to being above 100 million, up to 250 million, whatever it is, of 500 million. So this could absolutely, like, it's a token that you're seeing a very quick 10x with if the market condition is back, right? So there are other tokens that are within 10 million market cap. There are tokens like, personally, I'm still counting on Glob, Rectadio. So, I'm showing you Rectadio. Let's see. I'm showing you this token. I don't think it's on CoinGecko. There is Michi. Let me show you Michi. So I'm showing you these tokens because there are safe meme coins. When you're investing in meme coins, when you're coming to play memes, I'm not saying Degen now, when you're coming to even play memes or either Degen, you have to understand that there are also tokens that you can hold long term, that they are meme coins, but you can actually still hold them for a bit long term rather than other tokens that you're looking to like buy 5 minutes and sell 10 minutes. I can hold Bonk conveniently. I've been holding Bonk for over a year, right? I can't do that with tokens that I'm expecting to like play for 5 minutes. So you have to understand how market cap impacts your decisions and how you split your portfolio between all of this. I would never carry 100% of my portfolio into memes and then I'm buying tokens that I have to only deal with 5-10 minutes. I have different wallets for tokens I'm holding that are in like billion market cap, tokens for 100 million market cap, tokens for 10 million market cap, and then I have wallets whereby what I just do there is everyday gambling, right? I call it gambling because it's memes, anything can go right or wrong, right? So don't be fooled to think that, I mean, everything that has to do with meme is just has to do with the very, very, very risky place, right? So, one of the things I also talked about in the previous videos, if you were following, is I highlighted how new tokens are coming into the market right now, and it seems to be a general thing or a general trend for the market right now. Let me show you one of the things that just recently happened. In the past I've mentioned the platforms like Degen.fund, Pump.fun, and I promised you guys I was going to do a video on it, which I'm doing right now. So there is Degen.fund, there is Pump.fun, there are other crypto do I say them? Do I say Meme Launchpad or Meme.four or whatever you call it? That's fine, right? And even the new chains, there is for Tron, there is some pump. I think there is some pump. It's some pump or meme. I don't have a Tron wallet here, so I'll not be able to like connect the wallet to it. Let me show you. Do you see? This is the one for Tron network. Imagine if Tron is having something like this. It tells you this is the trend. I've highlighted it. I've explained all of these things in the previous video. So if you've not watched the previous video, you're absolutely missing out, and you should go back to check it out. This is the one for, Tron, and we've seen tokens that launched there doing 100x. A token went to 200 million market cap recently in the last few days on Tron chain. We have tokens going from 60k market cap to 2, 5, 10 million, and a couple of guys are just making money. But you have to be careful because at this point in the market is not exciting. So tons of the influencers that are leaving Solana are coming to Tron. They are still the same guys that are launching this bullshit, because averagely, to be very honest with you, 90% of these tokens are not going to pump. They are going down the drain. There was a time I was following some charts, some data analysis about the recent launches on Pump.fun, and that's why I had to delay this recording this video, because at the point it felt like 1% or even less than 1% of all the tokens that are getting launched on Pump.fun were actually doing well. A percentage higher than that would migrate. And the difference between migration is when they leave these platforms to now go to the main swap, like SunSwap, or whether it's on Solana, it migrates from Meme.four or Degen.fund or Pump.fun, and it migrates to Radium, right? After liquidity has been added on Radium and locked and all those things, right? It just feels like 90% of them in on getting to Radium are even just coming down, and it felt like what whales were doing was they knew people are targeting them. People are copying my wallets, people are copying whale wallets and things like that. So what those whales does is they'll create external wallets, or new wallet or a different wallet. They'll buy tokens at maybe like 10k market cap, or 4k market cap. They will launch it at something like 4k market cap. They'll buy with their other wallet. After buying with their other wallet, the next thing they do is they come to Twitter and then they tweet the link about that project, like, hey, I just found something on Pump.fun, or on Degen.fund or SunSwap. I think they speak with not so much certainty, but they speak in a way that will make you buy. I think the dev is Chad, I'm looking at it, and something like that. They have heavy bags already. They've splitted it. They are not the wallet you're tracking. And what they do is, while you're buying, immediately it gets to Radium. And oftentimes these platforms launch these tokens at almost 4k market cap. So these guys are getting in at 4k market cap, right? And they have that influence to push the token from that 4k market cap, usually to, like, some of them can push the token to like 200k market cap, 100k market cap, 500k market cap, and 1 million market cap. And the usual memes we are so used to, even when on Pump.fun and something like that, in the last 3 months or so, if your token is at 1 million, you can still conveniently buy it and hold it, thinking like you can go to 100 million market cap and things like that. We've had times whereby, like, 3 days the token went from 60k market cap, went as high as over 100 million market cap. But it's not the same reality, because the market is not good, right? So you have to understand the impact of this market. When the market is unsettled, when the market is not so bullish, if you're trading memes, you must lower your expectations. If you only take profits after seeing 10 or 20x when the market is good, on days where the market is not good, you should probably limit your expectation to 200%, and then you take profit. Because I had this thing, I'm not so used to taking profit at 100%. It just feels like the project is starting for me. If I have a token or coin on 100%, it feels like the project is just starting, all right? And I was caught in between that thing happening to me multiple times. I would hold for 100%, I not sell. I just feel like it's going to pump, it's just starting out, and then I come back and then it has dumped even below my initial investment, and I'm just like, just leave it. So I was caught in between that. And one thing always talked about in this market is you must always readjust yourself to the new realities of the market. If you're just thinking the same way every day, the market has left you. The market we traded yesterday is not the same market of today. Things has changed, and you must find out what is changing, what is trending. I've mentioned about trend before you enter into the market. So in times like this, when the market is not so bullish, you lower your expectation and you're more conscious, because even the influencers, everybody lost a lot of money to that dip. Many people did not see it coming, and the bad guys are just looking for a way to like get back up. So they don't care. They just pick a tweet from Pump.fun, whatever the token, as long as it is not in their name. Even a dead project that they've amassed, some would even come out and say they are doing CTO for the project. I mean, go and read about CTO. And these are the same guys that have packed 90% of the project and saying they are doing CTO just to dump back on you again. So it's just, I mean, probably an extension of that celebrity metal short stuff or shit that real didn't go well. So you have to pay attention, you have to understand the market, the way it works. You have to understand the market, the way it works. Or else you're just, you're just throwing your money into something. But one thing is common, one thing is constant, one thing is the truth. The future or whatever will happen in this bull market, these Memefi platforms hold a very strong point, right? And that's why I'll show you, how to like navigate these, this platform, see how you can find, do's, don'ts, there are a couple of other things you have to learn on your own, but at least this will help you understand, because this is a new launch pad. This is how tokens are getting launched. I'll show you a couple of things I check out. And to start with, you have to understand that, I'll mostly focus on the Solana chain, but it looks like other chains are, coming behind. And this is the era of bots, right? Era of bots. So before you know it, this project has its own bot, that project has its own bot, everybody has bots, and you can just find the bot on that chain and then you use it to trade. You can find other videos on how to use bots to trade. I don't think that's necessary, because there are so many contents on how you can trade with bot, and it feels like nowadays everybody can trade with bot, right? This is the one for BNB, 4.meme. I think it's 4.meme. It was recently launched, and we've seen a couple of good trades. I particularly tracked two tokens, Binance Dog, Binance Cats. They moved so well, and I think they have another job going on at the moment. And I think that's a cool initiative. And one of the challenges of these Memefi platforms in the recent time has been, how do we control it so that guys that are launching this project, anybody can launch projects on these platforms. Even you can launch a project, and that's good and the bad side, because you can launch a project, abandon it, create another link, and that chain goes on and on. You can even open after logging people, you can open a new wallet, start a new project from there, and boom, 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 repeat the whole thing. So I mean, I feel like the future of this thing will be like the point whereby these platforms find a way to control how tokens are getting created and then the migration. And I think one of the things that they are seemingly doing right now is increasing the amount of the initial liquidity, or the initial lock before the whole thing. Some platforms which I don't really enjoy, Meme has this lock mechanism that they lock your token for almost a week or something. You can customize how you're going to lock people's assets. It's something like an unlocking thing. If you know what they call CGE unlocking and all of those things, that's the concept. But it didn't really work. So I think in the future these platforms might find a way to like upgrade, make some upgrade or updates to how this whole thing is going to work eventually. And I think that's the next thing. That's the next thing, because you're going to find a lot of alphas on these platforms if you know how to use it. So whatever it is, I think is worth learning. It's worth the risk. And so let's see some things for ourselves. Let's see a couple of things. This is the one for BNB. I just showed you the one for Tron, but for this particular video, I'll be using Pump.fun, which is on Solana, right? Because I have Solana wallet on this platform, on this stuff here. I'm using Solana wallet for this recording, or for the sake of this video. So but for other platforms it's straightforward. The first thing is get a native wallet. So sometimes you can use any wallet you like, maybe MetaMask, Zerion, or wherever. I have other wallets I use for private reasons. I might not just talk about them, but they are native wallets like MetaMask, Trust Wallet, those ones you can use. Pick anyone, go to the app browser session, or just go to your Google, search for 4.meme, and then you can connect your wallet. Once you connect your wallet, you have the native token like BNB, Solana, whatever it is to do the trade. You can start picking anything and buying, That's just how it works, to be honest. These are a couple of tokens that are trending. Can you see this? This is the one for BNB. These are the current launches. It's almost a similar way it works. And I can go ahead and create token. Can you see this button? So anybody, absolutely anybody can create token. No offense, you can, I can, anybody can create it, and that's decentralization. To be honest, I think they have an airdrop going on. I probably might put a link to the airdrop on the Telegram community and explain how it works. So if you're not on CryptoForte's Telegram community, it is important because we sometimes shares, what to buy, what to sell, some information about what's going on in the market trends, just come around, find friends, find people you make money together with and things like that, or learn together with. Yeah, more friends to the party. So yeah, moving on. So this is the one for Tron. Like I said, you need like maybe Tron link wallet, connect it, go to the DR browser, search for whatever, come to some pump.me, buy whatever you want to buy on it. And one thing is, once this token migrates from here, they have to reach a particular market cap before they are migrated. Usually, they are launched at 4K market cap here, and then once it gets to about 60K market cap, they are migrated. And after migration, it means like the pre-sale is over because this is technically a pre-sale. So it's just like, oh, we are going to end the pre-sale at 60K. But this is how it works. If they start the market at 4K, if you buy yours at 4K market cap, even by the time it gets to 12K market cap, you're already up by 200%, right? By the time it gets to 40K market cap, we are up by 10x, right? So even sometimes you don't need the project to migrate before you make your profits. You don't have to wait for the project to migrate. In the process of waiting for the project to migrate, you might get rocked because a lot of projects are not going to migrate. So it could be you just buying a 4K market cap, it goes to 8K market cap, and then you sell. It could be you holding from that 4K market cap and it goes to 20 million market cap. Very, very possible, right? So this platform is just like you buying pre-sale, right? So if pre-sale stuff does not work for you, maybe you just wait for when token are migrating from this platform to the local swap or the main DEX on those on those platforms, and then you can buy from them, because that's what some people do. They are tired of buying tokens, it never migrates, and then the dev is going to sell on everybody, dump their wallets. There is a way they do it, which I'll show you, shortly, and then your money is just down there, it's gone. Some people can come back and try to attempt doing the project again, which they call CTO. If it works, fine. If it does not work, your money is gone, you move on to the next thing. So some people prefer tokens that has migrated, tokens that has been listed on those primary decks, because the moment this some meme, on these platforms, they cannot rogue you technically, because these platforms are providing the liquidity, so they are the one that will list the token, not even the you who created the token. So it means that you cannot rogue pool. That's why people prefer to take tokens on these platforms, because eventually they cannot rogue pool you, but they can dump on you, which is still technically people rogue pooling you, yeah. But they are not going to rogue pool you because they provide the liquidity. They are the one that will have the liquidity and burn it. So there is a sort of trust in these platforms, and that's why people keep using this platform or looking for tokens. If I'm doing my analysis, I prefer to see tokens that were launched on platforms like this that is doing well to buy, because it gives me a level of trust that they cannot report, they cannot remove liquidity, and things like that. But I mean, they can technically dump on you, and I can play safe by looking at the amount of holders. So I'll just show you around on Solana, So that's just how this platform works. That's just the technical aspect of these platforms. So let's go to the one for this is BNB. So I'm going to close this tab. This is the one for Tron. Closing this tab. So let's go to Pump.fun. Okay, so this is Pump.fun, and this is the Solana home of Degen, or you know whatever. I don't know. This is just Pump.fun. This is just Pump.fun. Okay, so just a moment. So when you get to this platform, just click I'm ready to pump. If you're using the Chrome extension like this, you can just download your software wallet. I already have mine here. Can you see? So I have a wallet. So the first thing I want to do is connect to my wallet. I'll pick the software. Okay. So you have to approve this. So this is me starting. I can just pull learn or whatever it is, or random words. You can put your name if you want to. If you want to put a bow, you can put it, and that's good. You can also come back to like change it has to be 10 characters. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So there we go. We have our profile now. There is no KYC. This is the difference from those previous platform. Then you can close this. So we have our wallet connected, and we have about one Solana inside our wallet for the sake of this learning. And here, this is it. This is the whole platform. This is Twitter. This is support. This is Telegram. This is how it works. So if you want to properly read how it works, you can just click on this, and then you see how it works. So there's a bit of animation here. Cookie, you can accept, you can reject. So it's all preferences. I don't know what to tell you about that. So let's start from the whole interface and all of that. You can see there's a movement of a bit of animation, which I don't really enjoy because of my own eye, sight and things like that. So I want to put it off. Yeah, I just click on put it off. You see the animation reduced instantly. I just tapped on this. If you want it, it's back. But I just put it off. And then you can see we have two terminals. We have following, we have terminal. Right now I'm not following anybody because on Pump.fun there are devs with good history of launching tokens that always goes well, right? Or there are people who are always buying good tokens, and then you want to follow them to see whatever they are buying, right? So you can track their wallets, because that's one thing that is important in this DeFi thing. You have to learn how to track wallets. You can use some bots to track. You can just copy someone's wallet address, and then you go to the bot, you put their wallet address in the bot. So the bot tells you anything they are buying and anything they are selling. In fact, you can copy their wallet address to go copy their own trades. You can use the likes of platforms like I'll put a link. I can't remember the name right now, but it allows you copy trade. Yes, all trading bots allows you to copy trade. You just put that person's wallet address, in there. I don't know if Photon does the same thing, but I'm sure of all trading bots. So you just copy someone's wallet address, and then you put it there, and then you set it that whatever this person buys, I also want to buy. Anytime they sell, I want to sell. You can even make it that anytime they buy, you want to buy a specific amount. You necessarily don't have to buy whatever the amount they are buying. And then if they sell you, you can decide to sell, or you don't want to copy their whatever they sell or something like that. So that is why this following part is that important, or probably necessary. And then the next part of it is terminal. This terminal is just where you see whatever is going on. It's like the usual thing, or the general page everybody is going to see. So you can sort whatever you see here, especially on mobile. You can see. Can you see how you can sort it? It's here also. So you can sort it by bump order. Maybe someone buys into a token with a larger than you want to see it. Maybe the number of reply counts. I think you just have to play with this to see how it works. But I mean, I oftentimes just either leave it. Do you see? So these are like the newly created tokens. If you want to see tokens, that are just newly created, I'm on that par right now, currently live, last reply, market cap, creation time, featured, and there is this thing they call King of It. I think it's almost on all the platforms, and this is just like the coin that is gaining the most attention right now. Maybe the coin that is having a lot of large buys or large sales or something like that. So that is what they always put on King of It, and oftentimes tokens they are attracting more people, and that's why oftentimes when a token is there, when a project is there, or when a coin is there, it attracts more people, and it might be a good thing, for that coin to like go higher. But there are also other things, you don't just use that to buy because it's up here, it means it has to go high. It can be up here temporarily for like 30 seconds because a whale decided to buy in, or the owner of this project decided to use bots to buy and then dump it on you, because that's one common thing. They will create token, they will use different wallets to buy. When they notice that people are buying, they will dump it from all their wallets and they make profit on you. So you have to look out for all these things I'm saying, but by the time you play around all these things, you get to understand the even more, much better. So yeah, so you can just, I think that's it. You can search for token. If you have the contract address, if you probably see something on Twitter, someone gives you a C of a token, you can copy it and paste it here. Let me show you one. I think Billy launched on this platform, so I'm just going to look for Billy. And on that screen now, there are ways, I talked about it already. There are ways to know whether a token launched from Pump.fun or not. I think I will just show you again. So can you see? If you see, come to this Billy part. If you see a token where the contract address ends with Pump, just know that the token migrated from Pump.fun, right? That's just one easy way to know. So I'm just going to paste it. So let's imagine I got this CA from a friend. I'm telling you to buy this token on Pump.fun. You just come here, paste the C, and then you're going to see the token. This has already migrated, so it has migrated. I think it has about 35 million market cap right now. So let's go back. Just clear the CA and look for something random and check it out. So if you want to go back, I just searched something because while the most of the thing I do for myself is self-taught. So I struggled to, so I always go back to refresh here, to refresh the URL. Just click on this Pump.fun logo here, and then it takes you home. Let's see. I don't know if that's the network, but I think something is not right. So I'll just go back home then, if that's not working. Okay, so we're back. Our wallet is not connected. It's asking us to connect. Yeah, we connected, we're back. So I can just do random analysis right now, and I think one improvement that Pump.fun has made in the recent time is increasing the migration bandwidth. It used to be like 60k market cap before or thereabout, but now it's 100k market cap. So the good thing about that is it allows more project get more solid before they are migrated. I mean, if a project has to reach 100k market cap, I mean it's solid before migrating, or else it will never migrate and it will just be on Pump.fun. Projects that have been on Pump.fun for 4 months that has never migrated. It's not all projects that eventually migrate. Project might launch one day, in the next 30 seconds it has migrated. It depends on a lot of factors. Who is the dev? Who is the community behind it? Are they trying to rug you, or it's just a genuine project? So and one thing you have to look into is when you're buying tokens. For me personally, I look at the ticker, I look at the meme. Is the meme really funny? Is it original, right? Is the image original? Is the meme funny? Does it look like something that can pump? Is it giving me any good vibe? And if I find something like that, I click on it and then I go to check out some other things. So maybe I see a lot of guys or people I know that are good devs on Twitter are talking about it. That's the only instances I can AP blindly. And one thing is, when you're coming to Pump.fun, you should have a good risk management practice. If you don't know what that means, go and learn about risk management, because I mean, anything can happen on Pump.fun. Your win rate when you're dealing with tokens on Pump.fun will not be like the tokens that you're buying, the high market caps that are meme coins that you're buying, and leaving out there for long term or something. Because even with a 20% win rate, you might end up making more money, because you only sometimes need, there is this thing they say on Twitter, like you only need one soul and a dream. It's easy if you have good risk management and good practices with managing your funds. You can easily go from 1 soul to 0.1 soul and go back to 10 soul or 100 soul or something like that. So I would never use this 1 soul to ape except when I'm sure. I won't just use all my portfolio to buy one coin. I can split it into like 10. So maybe I just put like 0.5, 0.1 per trade, right? People do it 0.1 per trade. People even trade it 0.05 per trade. And they can use that to even, push the portfolio up. What? Because, sometimes you buy something at 4k market cap and it goes to like 400k market cap. Even from that 0.05, you can go to 5 Solana, because that's like times 100, right? So just be careful. You need good and proper risk management so that you don't lose all this capital and then you go out there, because you're going to have a lot of losses on Pump.fun. That's the honest truth. But the most important thing is just have good win rates. 40% win rate on Pump.fun is enough if you manage your portfolio well and you take profit as appropriate. If you just have one good trade out of 10 and that one trade does about 100x, it has given you all your money back, even if it is 0.1 and you've lost 0.9. So 0.1 times 100 will give you 10 Solana. That has given you good trades. But don't take that idea to just gamble anyhow. That's why take proper risk. Understand what you're doing, because you can have that one good trade that will go to 100x, but you will sell it at 2x. So there are ways you take profits. There are ways you cut down your portfolio. There are ways you build your portfolio, and this whole practice, this whole thing is on you. You determine how you play your game. You determine how you do your thing. So I'm just going to look. Right now, the market is not exciting. There is no trend, because oftentimes, if there is a trend, if something major is happening in the world, let's say like maybe the day Elon Musk was nearly assassinated, there were tokens, so many tokens that were on this Pump.fun. the day they were celebrating this gay of a thing, there were so many tokens dedicated to being gay on Pump.fun. If it is day to celebrate monkeys, you see so many tokens coming out of Pump.fun, so many tickers around monkeys coming out of Pump.fun. So understanding what is going out there can also help you to know what ticker to specifically look out for, right? Because, and another thing is, one ticker like monkey can find like 100 tokens that are related to monkey. Now the next part of the job is to like find out which of these monkey tokens is like actually from a good dev, has good community, has everything intact. So I don't want this video to be too long. So I just look out for the trend. I'm not so sure what the trend is, but from looking at it, I might be able to like spot the trend. I'm seeing a lot of dog thing already. So I don't know what's happening with all this dog meta today. Let's see. Usually it's either dog or cat meta. That's the truth. Either dog, we have few tokens that are like maybe dog, Arambe, gorilla sort of trend, banana, fruits. There was a time they were doing this color trend, color trend, color meter. It didn't really do so well. So there are some meters. If you know that the meter is not like the trend is not doing well generally, just avoid it. Like the color trend didn't do well. Even this gay trend of a thing didn't do well. This LGBTQ of a thing didn't do well, right? It has always been for me this cat dog, trend, and then there is politify. You see things like Kalama Harris, this VP candidate, Trump VP candidate, whatever is happening, Biden, Joe Biden, those are also politify, For me, I always avoid politify because, one news is out there, it's pumping the token from fuck you market cap, and the next 20 minutes you're hearing that that news is fake and you're going to dump everything back to zero. That's crazy. So I avoid politify. I just look for cat, dog, or community backed dog. Anything that looks genuine. I'm seeing a lot of dog today. Can you see? This is an example. Kamala Harris. This is an example of politify. This is an example of cat. This is something Donny Montana. This is having Trump. Maybe something happened with this person called Donny Montana, and it's already a trend, right? The day there were news of Trump being assassinated, there were tokens of hair. That bullet that missed the hair. That's just how funny the meme market is. Somebody might be dying and then they'll be doing memes for it. It's absolutely normal. There was something that happened recently. A dev was taking meth on live stream because these platforms do have live stream too. If there is anything live stream, you see it. See, this one has a live stream. A dev was streaming on the video and he took too much meth and he passed out. Right? Anything can be a trend. Just be safe. So this is a dog meta. This is a monkey meta. I mentioned it already. Sometimes you can have book meta, book of Pepe, book of this, book of that, and all of that. So right now, I'm not seeing anything that looks exciting, to be very honest. This legendary Kai, this and these are so close. But to be honest, this feels more memeable than this. This actually also feels memeable. I don't know about this. I'm not so sure this is memeable. This looks a little bit memeable, but I'm not so sure. Can you see this particular image is the same image as this and similar to this? So it means there is a trend. See what happens is when there is something like this is having 603. This has migrated absolutely because the current market cap is 603,000. It means like this they are trying to create a derivative of this token. If this is the first mover, it might continue moving, but these guys are trying to like create derivatives. And you know what happens is when people miss out on the first mover like this, they try to create derivatives. If there is any truth, I will tell you, avoid derivatives. It does not always end well, because this community powering this project will not allow you to create a derivative that will take money out of this project. So what they do is what they shut this down in any way they can, whether it's going to be them folding it or whatever it is. How many of these, Shiba derivatives that you've seen as, is currently doing good, they all just pump and dump. So personally, that's another thing I avoid. I avoid derivatives. It looks cool, but I think this is the original meta. So I can just go out and check it out, like what's going on with it. It has migrated already, and that's why I've seen something like Radium Pool seeded, This is the current market cap. You can still buy it if you want to buy it here. But I mean, this token launched at 4K market cap and is already at 643K market cap. You know how many hex is that? And things like this happens almost every day. And this is what we are looking for. But in search for this, you may buy hundreds of tokens that would not give you this result. I mean, this is even actually just, it looks to be on recovery. It looks like a decent chart, to be honest with you. It might be a meta. That symmetry might be a cool meta. And one of the things you want to now do is when you see something like this is go and check how people bought it, how many minutes did it take, One of the things we'll be doing is tracking all these wallets one by one because you want to see this project actually launched a day ago, right? So it's not even that new. The thing, it's not even that new, and it didn't even migrate on that minute. It migrated in like hours, because some people bought 16 hours, 18 hours, and all of that. So you can start tracking wallets like this because these are like different users. Because these people bought, you want to ask questions like, why did this person buy 1.5 Solana? Why did this person buy 1.6 Solana? What did they know about this project that made them buy so high? And sometimes you want to see, why did this person sell at this point? This person bought 3 Solana. Who is this person? This is a bot, so you probably might not trust this person. Can you see? This might have already, when you see these warning triggers and all of that, it's telling you these transactions are like most likely from a bot, and I'll tell you the impact of that also. So, I probably might want to go and check who is this person. Okay, they are currently not holding any token, and they have sold all their whole, like their portfolio of even this particular token. Is this person a dev? They are not having any followers. It looks like this person had an insider information. That's the truth. This person is most likely an influencer because you don't buy that amount of Solana when you don't have inside information. And this profile looks like what they would have created just to like buy it. Probably the dev that owns this wallet, to be very honest with you, because it's a new wallet, having no likes, having no followers, and bought in that early. It's suspicious, right? But the good thing is he has dumped. So there are things we check out. This is the chart pattern, the chart panel, This is where you can buy or sell. This is where you see details about it. This is where you see where people are holding. Somebody's holding 7.84. Somebody's holding. One of the things I try to judge is, you see here, right? Let me generate a bubble map. I'll tell you the importance of this bubble map. So the bubble map sometimes is telling you, when you open a bubble map, you see if there is any relationship between all these wallets that are holding. Can you see? This is one. This is our two wallets. Like they are moving funds from this wallet to this wallet, right? And then you can click on it to go and even read about this person is like the number 4 holder, right? You can go and check out what their wallet is all about, right? These are the analysis you do when you're trying to buy. You can go to source scan. See, is this person, what we're trying to look at is, who is this person? Because it is always important that you understand who are the top holders. You might find out that the top holders are whales. If they are whales, it might be a good sign. If they are whales that are, they have other major tokens that they are holding. But if you go and check and they don't have any good history in their wallet, it might make you run. This person has about $8,000 worth of, so they have other tokens in their wallet, but none I know which is like, that good. So we can go and check what is this laser high. Like, let's see if there's also other tokens that they are holding is also good. Can you see how the analysis is evolving now from one thing to the other? Laser highs, right? This is another token that wallet is holding. Let's see what happens to this token. Is it dumping? Is it pumping? I think this is a pump and dump from the charts, you can tell. And this wallet is, that wallet that we copied is holding it. Can you see? I'm trying to see their portfolio because I can read meaning to hit, right? If they are holding other good tokens or major market cap tokens, it gives me a different level of confidence. Then I want to see how did they fund their wallet. I'm backdating their transactions to see how did they fund their wallet, right? Because it could be that they moved fund from one wallet that is corrupt to this wallet. It could be that they've been selling and buying just to like pump the market. You can also all learn all those things from this panel. I don't want this video to be too long, but if you guys give me a lot of comments, a good comments on the video, after watching this video, I might make much more detailed explanation about these things, how you track all these wallets and all of those things. So I'm also impressed about this wallet, to be honest. Let me see other wallets that is holding the same token. This is the number 2 holder. Let's copy their wallet address and then we'll go to source scan. So another thing that you might want to do with this wallet is, okay, are we in this wallet already? Can you see? This particular wallet is holding, what's this? $7,000 worth of Billy, which is a major project. This gives me some sort of confidence in a way. But one thing that this wallet also know that you are checking their wallet. So in some instances, yeah, they can intentionally do it have major tokens like this just to give you confidence. So that alone is not even enough. Alright, so we can just see. I'm still not convinced, not totally convinced. It's looking like a decent project, but not so convinced. Let me see other wallets. This is the third wallet. What this is telling you is they are moving funds, and what they can do is they can buy with different wallets and start moving them together. This is exactly what is happening here right now. I have to be careful when things like that is happening. Let's see. This is another wallet, right? Let's go source scan. Let's until we start this. So this wallet looks rich. The combined volume or whatever they are holding is about $80,000. Now we can copy this particular project CE to see whatever they've been doing. This is the CE, right? So go back. I want to see whatever transactions has happened as regards this particular coin in this wallet, and then it's going to show me whether they've been moving it from one wallet. See now, can you see? There seems to be some internal transactions with this particular wallet. It's either he has been buying more, or he has been selling, or he has been doing some transfers, and we can see it from here. So you can spend time doing the analysis of this to see that if they are, whether they are moving transactions. 3 minutes ago, probably. Why is this wallet? There seems to be too many transactions with that token inside that wallet. Don't forget we are checking this particular transaction inside this wallet. Tracking wallets is just another. Maybe I'll make another video on it. In some previous the next video, maybe I can just do more analysis on how to track wallet, because that's one way you can hit jackpot. If you find what whales are buying, because I'm not going to spend more time trying to explain this. The video is at this point is 51 minutes long. So those are ways. And another thing I try to do is let me show you analysis. It's easier with desk screener, but you can always do it here too, just in case the token has not migrated. Somebody is holding 7.8%. Find out who this person is, either by copying their wallet address to Twitter, checking it on source scan to see if you can trace whoever owns this wallet, because that is huge. Somebody is holding 2%. It feels like top 3 wallets are holding more than 10%, and top 20 wallet is holding more than about 30% of this project. The problem is if these guys decide to dump 30% of these tokens, they could have more. It means like the project is going to probably crash. I want to avoid those things, because that's what some projects that has not migrated will do. They will not even buy 1% supply with their own wallet. What they do is they open maybe 20 external wallets. They will now buy from it. One of the ways you can suspect it or you can fish them out is if there are too many similar supply. Right, I don't think that's the case here. It's just that they have a cartel that owns this project and they are holding strongly. But you have to find out who are those guys that are pushing this project before you eventually now make a decision to buy. And one of the ways you can do that is by going to Twitter. I've explained this in the past. Copy this contract address, go to Twitter, search it, see who is talking about it, see whether they have a Twitter page. I'm not sure they have it here. I'm not sure I can find the details. See if desk cleaner is paid. See if desk cleaner hats is paid. Things like that. So those are the other analysis you can do. Let me go back to find the token. You see, I just click that thing now. Yeah, and it worked. The other time it didn't work. So just don't be surprised. It could be a glitch. Let's find the token that is just recently launched. I think this is. If it has migrated before, because token can migrate before and come back to 13K market cap, you see it. So you notice that there is no history of migration. So let's see. This is the chart, pump and then dump. Let's see what's happening. The ticker is Catium. I'm not sure I love this meta. So can you see? If they call it bonding curve, right? They call it bonding curve. So if you reach that bonding curve, you see what's going to happen. So people are buying, and sometimes the volume that people are using to buy is also important. So people are buying with this volume. There seems to be a couple of buys coming in, not big volume, but some volume. This is one of the highest volumes so far. When did the token launch? Let's confirm. The token launched 14 minutes ago, right? Okay. Absolutely, this is an internal wallet from these sales here, you can trace like all these transactions are most likely internal wallet. So this person sold 1.9. This is most likely the dev wallet. So you can trace all these transactions, see those people, see the profile of the wallet that is buying this token. There seems to be a support at this point. You can never be so sure. You know, if you want to buy here, you can buy here, you can sell, you can buy or sell before even migration. Please always remember that the market cap is now 15k from 13k. Seems some volume are coming in. But you have to understand why this volume are coming in. Is it that somebody tweeted about this project? If someone did, who did? Copy the contract address and go to Twitter and go and find out. Find out if they have a Twitter handle, things like that. It's not showing there, and that's why I think I sort of enjoy mobile view more than PC view, especially when I'm on desk screen now. So see the supply. Somebody is holding 5%. Now, if the dev is holding, you see in brackets here in front of the particular wallet dev. So I don't think the dev is holding any percent. It's not even showing here, or maybe the dev has sold already. So somebody is holding 5%, 2%, 2%, 2%, 1%. You know, you see all this. There is a problem because it means like the distribution is not fair. People are holding two similar supplies, so it tells you like something is most likely off from the project. So I don't think this is a good ticker. I don't think this will pump. They're calling it new meta. I don't think this will pump right now. So that's the state of the market right now. I'm not so sure there is anything in the market that is worth buying right now at the moment. There are a few. If you find any solid meta, it won't pump as it should because there is no volume in the market at the moment. People are just moving. Can you see it's dumping already? People are just moving from one chain to the other, especially influencers. So this is one of the time you want to calm down for the crypto market. So you don't just throw your capital into things and then at the end of the day when you need to buy solid projects, you don't have the money to do it. But that's just an overview of how to use Pump.fun. If you go around the same way, it's the same way to use whatever the platform that is out there. I hope you learned one or two things in this video, and I'm looking forward to see you in the next video. If you have questions, drop it for me in the comment section. Subscribe to the community YouTube channel, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.